A major escalation of violence between Israel and Hamas. Israel says it is now at war after a surprise attack from Gaza overnight. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Serene Branson.
And I'm Tom Waite. Hundreds of people on both sides have been killed. Hamas fired thousands of rockets, and Israel responded with a deluge of airstrikes.
KCAL News reporter Ian Lee starts our team coverage tonight with the latest on this crisis in the Middle East.
A barrage of missiles suddenly jolted Israelis Saturday morning during a religious holiday. Palestinian militants launched thousands of rockets, followed by a coordinated land and sea attack against Israeli towns near the Gaza Strip. Hamas fighters took down part of a border fence and celebrated on top of a captured tank. With sirens wailing, some people took cover, while the injured were rushed to hospitals. Hundreds of people were killed. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared war and wasted little time retaliating. Israeli bombs took down a 14-story building in Gaza City believed to house Hamas offices, and troops battled Hamas gunmen in numerous towns near the Gaza Strip. Military commanders say a number of Israeli soldiers and civilians have been captured and taken into Gaza.
You know, many people have died already, and we hear about people being kidnapped and taken either from the military base or even from the home.
Tensions have been high between Israel and the Palestinians in recent months, which have some questioning why Israeli intelligence did not see such a coordinated attack coming. Israel is now calling up thousands of reserves for what could be one of the bloodiest conflicts in decades. Ian Lee, KCAL News.
President Biden today condemned what he called an unconscionable assault by Hamas militants. He said the U.S. will always support Israel's security.
You know, when I spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu this morning, I told him the United States stands with the people of Israel in the face of these terrorist assaults. Israel has the right to defend itself and its people, full stop. There's never justification for terrorist attacks.
LA Mayor Karen Bass released a statement today saying, "I join voices across the nation condemning this horrific attack on Israel. Angelenos stand with those under siege mourning loss."
We're also getting reaction here at home to the violence overseas, including an increased police presence locally. KCAL News reporter Lauren Pozen is outside the American Jewish Federation building tonight with more. Lauren.
Well, and they've been fielding calls left and right ever since the news got out about the attacks. And, you know, Los Angeles is home to the second largest Jewish community in the United States. So many people here have friends and family in Israel, and they haven't been able to make contact with them because communications are just so poor. One woman told me that she tries really hard not to look at the videos that are coming out, but has to just to see if her loved ones are in there. There's a great feeling of helplessness, added with anxiety and uncertainty as these developments unfold.
Is occurring and unfolding, the horror, the sheer barbarity of Hamas terrorism is something that has caused great anguish and consternation here in LA. At the same time, we are resolute, and we are not fearful. We are not in any way going to shrink from proudly and publicly identifying and being Jewish, because that is our right in America.
And of course, with it being Shabbat and a high holiday, people in the Jewish community are on high alert, and local law enforcement is stepping up. There's a much more increased police presence in and around Jewish institutions in both Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, and Santa Monica. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department said in a statement in part that they're also working closely with both federal and local law enforcement to continue to monitor the situation. Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore says officers will also be patrolling Muslim communities as well.
We've increased our patrols around all houses of worship, our synagogues, our mosques, and we want to ensure all of our communities that we're aware of these, we're tracking these events, and we're here to ensure that no one activates or becomes takes this instance as some opportunity to attack here.
And And local organizations are also in the process, as we speak right now, putting together events as soon as tomorrow for people to come out and show their support. Reporting live in Mid-Wilshire, Lauren Pozen, KCAL News.